G'day, Keithy here. Thanks for joining me. Today we have a special video. This one because of you guys, and you'll see why. So we've hit the big 1,000. We've got 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Woohoo! Go team. There's a lot of work involved in getting to that 1,000. A lot of videos and a lot of support from you guys, encouragement, comments, communication of all kinds, even over at the Chilling with Keithy and the Instagram. That one there, you guys encouraged me to do. Thank you for that. Don't forget to check them out. You can communicate with me there if you'd like on the Facebook one, and see what I'm doing in between these videos. So the road to 1,000 subscribers was fairly long for me, although I didn't really start getting serious with these videos until probably 2 or 3 years ago, when I was on the forums and on the Facebook pages and whatnot, most specifically relating to Range Rovers. Funny enough, I'm a bit of a nut, a sucker for punishment, some might say. I love that breeze. It's very windy out here at the moment. Anyway, I thought we could take a little bit of a look back down memory lane and see what the road to 1,000 subscribers was like. So I'll move over here and you can watch over here. Roll tape. So what you're looking at here is one of the first videos that I put on the YouTube channel. I've got a couple of earlier ones, and I'll put the little cards up the top there. Let's hang on, it'll be on this side. I'll put the cards up the top there so you can go and see the full videos for yourself if you really want to. You can have a look back through the channel if you'd like. Completely up to you, but this is just sort of a bit of a snapshot into what I used to get up to, and when I was young and silly, and I spent most of the time in the garage tinkering with my Torana, trying to make a little 6-cylinder engine go faster, as you always do. Funny story though, I actually built the engine that was in that car. I hand built that myself. That was a great little car, ran a 14-second quarter mile, and as you can see, it pumped out a bit of smoke on the burnout pad at the drag strip. So that was a lot of fun, that one. And it's definitely, that's a long time ago. That one there is 14 years ago that I was doing all that kind of stuff. So it's funny to take a look back down memory lane with regards to that one. So the second video I'm going to show you now is when I started to get into four-wheel driving. So I didn't have a lot of four-wheel drive experience. So this is going back 11 or 12 years or 13 years, I think it is, when I got my first Range Rover. And I decided to start getting into four-wheel driving a bit. So this, and you'll see the link up there for this one, is actually to my best mate's channel, because at the time, for some reason, I couldn't log into my YouTube to post it. But you can see my green Range Rover first up. That was a 2000 HSE 4.6. That was a great Range Rover, and unfortunately that fell victim to creek crossing, where it no longer came to live. It was a very sad and tragic ending for that one. And you'll see my blue Range Rover, the one that I had prior to this one, in there as well. That's when I sort of started tinkering around when I was making the videos. There was no intention to take it any further than just making some fun videos and showing my mates what I've been getting up to. So this third video you're going to see now is actually me learning really quickly what my four-wheel drive was all about, my Range Rover. So this one is a video, and the link's up there again. I went on a trip to Maytown, and this would have been, probably 2010 actually, it was. And I didn't really know a lot about the suspension and these things back then. I knew it had airbag suspension and whatnot, but what had happened is I actually bought this Range Rover in Melbourne and drove it back up to Townsville. It had a nail in the tyre when I bought it, and no tread on any of the tyres, and the airbags were all perished. Anyway, I've thought not much of it, and whacked a set of BF Goodrich tyres on it and decided to go and do Maytown. Now, Maytown is the hardest four-wheel drive track you're going to do around this area. And I actually happened to pop an airbag on that trip. And as you can see, I've had to wade a couple of creek crossings on this trip on the bump stops because I blew the air spring, so the car went down to the bump stops. That was quite humorous. A fun little look back at that one there. And then we take a look back to 2017. So this is sort of when I started to really take this YouTube deal pretty serious.
That's a rigid edge one.
So I did a tour of my Range Rover, the link's up there. Because on the forums, on the Facebook pages and things like that, a lot of people were asking, a lot of questions about what you can do to your Range Rover to improve it, or to, to make it more off-road worthy or camp worthy, or all different kind of things. And I thought, well, you know what, this very Range Rover sitting here, it's pretty well equipped. And at the time I didn't have the 33-inch tyres on it. But everything else you see up there on the top of it, everything is still the same now. So I thought I'd take people for a walk around, and then I could just post the video to Facebook and say, if you want some ideas, take a look at this, it's really good. And that's sort of where the YouTubing started to become a real thing for me, because I thought, well, this is going to help a lot of people out. They can get some ideas from some of the things that I've done. So I started posting more videos, doing what I love doing, tinkering around, going on trips, and all of that kind of stuff. And that's 2017 is when I thought, okay, you know what, I can do a little bit more with this. This is a really good thing. And then it started to grow, which is fantastic news, because when a hobby starts to grow and then it gets to a stage like we are now at 1,000 subscribers, it's a really good feeling to know that people are really enjoying what I'm putting out there. And by people, I mean every one of you watching this right now, because you guys are responsible for me getting there. So it's a team effort. It's you guys and myself. We're all working together, and you guys are loving what you're seeing, which is fantastic, which keeps me going, and is the reason that I put out these videos for you, and I keep doing what I'm doing, what I love doing, and what you love seeing. And as I mentioned at the start of the year, I'm pretty keen to get some better camera gear, some lighting, some microphones. I'm not using a microphone or anything like that at the moment. So it'd be good to up the ante just a little bit for you guys, get the quality up a little bit, and it'd probably make it easier for me in terms of doing the videos, not having to worry so much about, like wind noise and various background noises and whatnot. So I can improve the quality of the things that you're seeing. And it'll make it easier for me at editing time as well. I don't have to try and muffle sounds and play around with all kinds of things. Probably make the process a little bit quicker for me. So that's where we're going to go with this. You guys have been so supportive, not only just on the YouTube, but on the Chilling with Keithy and on the Instagram as well, because you guys, I love chatting to you. I honestly dead set love having conversations with you guys. It really does motivate me to keep this going. So there's plenty more coming. There are heaps of vids coming. Obviously you've seen part 1 of the dual battery install. I hope you like that one. There's part 2 coming. We got heaps more. We got some camping, and I've got a camper trailer that I'm going to introduce to you guys. I know Lieutenant Dan popped up about, 8 months ago now, and you haven't seen a lot of Lieutenant Dan, and that's because he hasn't come out too much. He went to do that Crab track with me and Maytown and whatnot, and he was fantastic for that. But this camper trailer is the next level, so you'll see that soon. I've got to knock that video up for you very soon. So there's definitely plenty more coming for you guys. But what I want to say is, thank you. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. Thanks to each and every one of you for getting me to where I am today. Couldn't have done it without you.